Hi, this is Vito with Vito Yoga, and I want to share a calf stretch that I really like. Um, and especially myself, I'm like a tighter hamstring person. So this is really useful to provide opening in terms of forward folding type of practices. I also think this is really a nice follow up to the ball rolling video I did for the feet. So this can be a great stretch also if you roll out your calves and to stretch out afterwards. Um, and for this stretch, you'll need a wall. In this case, I'm going to use a case and a block. I first learned this with Judith Hanson Lassiter during her experiential anatomy training, and I love it. It teaches a lot in like therapeutics type classes, and if you have extra time and a wall to spend, I find it really nice. So for this one, you can keep your foot. Let's start with I'm going to focus on my left calf to start. So coming by the wall, I'm going to have my right foot in front of the block. So give myself some space from the wall. If it's available to offer a little stretch for the right foot, you can put your toes against the block, keeping the ball of the foot on the floor. Kind of like so. So my toes are up there, offering kind of a gentle stretch for the plantar fascia for the bottom of the foot. And adjust my left leg back. So to target my left leg, I want to keep them both essentially pointing straight forward and work my left heel down. So the foot's going to be mostly straight forward. To be mindful it's appropriate for your knees. And to start to access the stretch in the left calf, keep the heel down, left thigh back, start to bend into the right knee. So smoothish breath. I use my hands against this counter to help keep myself upright. And as I bend the right knee, keep resisting the left leg straight back. Smoothish breath. I start directing my breath into the back of the left leg. I'm gonna hold here, maybe about, depends on how much time I have. I could just do kind of an express stretch. It gets pretty useful. Could go for like a minute and a half. So steady breath in from here as I keep resisting the left leg straight. I notice a tendency for my left leg to want to go slack. That can offer a slight variation on the stretch. So you can play with it, so you can feel it out. So when you're here, if you want to invite the stretch a little lower on the calf, we got the gastrocs, like the bulging muscles, towards the top of the calf, and the soleus runs underneath and attaches to the Achilles. So here, I just give a soft bend of the left knee, gives a little more access to stretch a little bit lower down the calf, closer to the foot, and then straighten that out. Another slight variation I can offer here is bringing my heel of the left foot slightly out to the left, so toes will be slightly angled in. This can give access to access that, I'll kind of back off the lunge of the right knee, give a little more space for the left leg, and then bend the right knee again. And as I resist the left leg straight back, I can give access to like the medial aspect of the calf, the inner part. This is great for sort of like tight Achilles too. Then I'm going to back off the bend of the right knee, bring the left leg straight back again, maybe adjust the leg a little farther back. We got a little more openness happening, bending the right knee. And last couple of breaths here. Maybe I'll try to lift the toes up. It gives me an opportunity to invite a little more stretch. And then from there, I'm going to back it up and come up. And I feel quite a bit of a difference sort of in length. Left leg feeling a little bit longer right now. My left heel's down, more rooted than the right. So I'm going to work side two on this. left toes, ball of the left foot on the floor, and the right leg back from here. So here, I'm going to back off how much I lunge into the left knee to start. Once I get my right leg straight back, I'm going to start to bend into the left knee, getting quite a bit of activity in my right calf. Maybe it's tighter. Intense-ish. If it's too intense, I could shorten the stance, maybe bend less into the opposing leg. Again, the more I keep that right heel down, the right thigh back, and bend the left knee forward, something like that. Same time, I'm going to be steering my right hip forward, give the pelvis neutral-ish towards this shelf here. Quite a bit fiery. Maybe it's overdue in terms of my right calf doing this. Now, to play with this a little more, I'm going to back off the lunge of the left knee, maybe soften the right knee a touch, and start to bend the left knee again. Maybe offering a little more opportunity for the lower calf. So have to keep that heel towards the floor. And if you find the heel comes off the floor, adjust it a little closer to the wall. My hands can be useful to remind me to kind of steer left hip back, right hip forward. I'm going to back off the lunge of left knee, this time adjusting. Just be mindful your knees and ankles are okay with it. Turning the right heel out. Toes are slightly in. As I resist the right leg straight, start to rebend the left knee again. Offering an opportunity for the inner calf, the medial aspect. Feeling that. Sounded like a question, but I am feeling that. Oof. And then back off lunge of left knee, turn the right toes forward again. As I bend the left knee, this time maybe back off, lift the right toes up, offer a little more activity. Right calf, smoothish breath there. And now, I want to finish this up with an opportunity for a little bit more of the Achilles. So keeping the left toes on the ball, I'm going to lift up the right heel and shift some weight to left foot. Start to bend in this position. Left knee towards the wall. I'm going to bring the right knee behind the left calf, toes lightly on the floor there. And my hips want to turn to the right. I want to keep steering my hips towards this counter and start to bend the right knee, left knee. Staying upright. This gives me a bit of activity towards the Achilles, lower calf, soleus on the left side. Smoothish breath. Might start to feel like some effort. I don't feel the effort as much on quads, but I know students sometimes feel like they're just getting a quad workout here, but I'm inviting. Calf, calf, calf for me. Soleus, soleus towards Achilles. Then I'm going to back that up. And whew, to do the second side of that, right toes in the ball, in the block. And bring the left knee, bend the right knee towards the wall. Right away, pretty intense on this side. Left knee behind right, toes on the floor there. Looks like I'm doing a little bit of a curtsy. But I'm not even moving much in terms of my knee bending towards the wall. The block is useful here, otherwise I'd be hitting the wall. I'd be limited in how much I can do this, how much space I have to bend the knee to access the stretch in the right calf. Steady breath, the right hip slightly back, left hip forward. And then they come up and oof, feel newish. So thank you very much for joining me for this. Questions, comments, please let me know. vitoyoga.com.